Why am I sad? Hello. Ah, water? Yeah, I can take a sippy. Hold on, let's get a drink of water. Hello, 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 hello. No! No more sad fee. When I simply press numbers, they become faces. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Clanky, for hydrate. It's just plain croissant. I ate a croissant. It looked kind of like that croissant that's down there. I wanted to eat some bread and I realized, wait, I got them croissants. And so I ate it and it was good. Croissant with water, yum. It's literally such a flavor. We play frog. We play frog. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, every party people. Are you ready for frog mystery number 3? For frogsant? Froswit? Glad you understood what you wrote. Yeah, I know about croissant. The man who's so dark that you cook a croissant too long, it becomes burnt black, and then you crack the outer layers, and then it becomes a croissant. It is time for frogging. It is time for detecting. I have to close. I remembered last minute about cow hat, so I made cow hat. There are now 133 hats. Hat list does not show all of them, but they're there. Oh, they're there. How is everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Monday? Did you all do a backflip today? Did anybody... Whoa, Mary. I know Mary. Mary's from last game. I remember.
Hey, it's Mary. Remember me? I know it's been a while, so I thought I'd give you a quick recap. After the detective, that's you, solved the case of the invisible wizard, a mysterious phone call came in.
You were sick? Oh no. I hope you are getting plenty of rest. I hope you are getting plenty of liquids. Drink your Wouters, drink your Gatorades, drink your, soups. I hope you have some apple slices, because they're the best food for when you're ill. I guess they're the best food for when you have a fever. If you have a tummy sickness, I don't know about that. If you have a tummy sickness, you just gotta eat whatever you gotta eat. Throat is source, you needed ice cream? Hell yes. The perfect... I was gonna say the perfect crime. That's not it. The perfect medicine for a sore throat is you eat ice cream. Splatoon just had a Splatfest this past weekend, and it was ice cream theme, and it was vanilla versus strawberry versus mint choco chip. And I didn't play any Splatfest. I think this is the first Splatfest that, like, I didn't even sign in to pick a team for. But I did go to the grocery store and purchase some mint chocolate chip ice cream and eat that instead. Tummy's fine, have a throat cough thing. Okay. I know, like... Oh, what ice cream you get? I need to know. I gotta know about the flavors. I will say that, but tummy sick is probably the worst kind of sick. Because being nauseous is no fun at all. So, scratchy throat, sore throat sucks. But, like, it's more or less bearable. Get yourself some echinacea tea. Get yourself some, drink, like, honey, lemon tea. You chose a team, you chose mint. I would have chosen mint if I played. But alas, I did not. Chocolate and peanut butter ice cream with brownie chunks and peanut butter cookie dough chunks? That sounds really good. I want to eat that. Yeah, hopefully it's enough if you just don't speak too much. Get some nice soothing food substances in your throat. And simply feel better soon or else.
After the detective, that's you, solved the case of the invisible wizard, a mysterious phone call came in.
Cough sickness is the worst? Fever is honestly the best for me. If your fever gets very, very high, it's bad, but usually when Pizza Tower is your fave game, what a name. Can you believe we're playing Pizza Tower right now? Do you see the pizza on the screen? We're not playing.
Yippee!
Yippee! Yippee! Yeah, sore throat is painful. Tummy, I nausea feel bad. Yippee! 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 Might have a fever, took a fever. So, yippee! 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 A mysterious phone call came in. Well, it wasn't that mysterious. It was the supervisor as usual. God, I love Jamiroquai. Thank you again for Jamiroquai. It's so good.
It was the supervisor, as usual, but the contents of the phone call were mysterious, you know? Okay, so let's set the scene. I'm a good actress. It'll be exactly like what happened.
That's enough yippee for now. We could do slow. Is that what the command is? Yeah. That slows it down. So the yippies will still happen, but they'll just happen slower, I think. If I remember how that works, the cue commands.
But it'll be exactly like what happened.
Yippee! I can still hear the yippies in my mind. Wait. This is Mary reenacting it? Yippee! It's so good. It's such a good redeem. I made cinnamon water a thing. Cinnamon water doesn't have a sound with it, but like, you can just do... If you say the word cinnamon, cinnamon appears. Wait, didn't somebody steal our notebook last time? This is a bad reenactment already. That's not how it happened. Unless it got stole after the phone call. What? Oh, it is Mary.
Oh my gosh, hey, it's me, the frog detective.
There it is, there's cinnamon water. Wait, maybe I should make cinnamon water longer. That's okay, it's a big gif. It's not as fun. Rest in peace. But listen, hear me out here. Yippee!
It's me, the frog detective. Hey,
Oh shit, she's both roles?
hey, gorgeous, I'm the supervisor. I'm kind of like your boss, but not officially. Oh my gosh, I know, it's so hard to describe our professional relationship, but you're like a helper of sorts. Yes, exactly, like a manager almost.
Hurting your head when it's constant because you're sicky. I feel that. I too have had a headache like all day. I woke up this morning with a headache. Not sure why. I've been drinking water in case it was like a hot headache or like a dehydrate ache. But if you go to redeem, the rewards are changing. So here's the problem. StreamerBot doesn't have... How is it happening? StreamerBot doesn't have a way to add a cooldown. Like, so the way the slow command works is it literally just it disables all of the redeems for however many seconds, and then it re-enables them. I should probably just figure out a way to put them in a queue or something so you could like, yeah, that was my, I guess I could take away the disabling and re-enabling and it would slow down the sounds, but the chat would still get spammed with the like redeemed 1 point, redeemed 1 point, redeemed 1 point, which was the main thing that annoys me about it. Cause like I love hearing constant sounds, but I hate when like all of a sudden I can't read any chat messages because they're being blasted with redeems. I wish Twitch would give you an option to like view chat and filter out the redeems. But you're looking for cinnamon water? Oh, it's not a redeem. It's just, you just type cinnamon in it, there it is. It just happens. Anyone can make it happen. I don't even think there's a cooldown on it actually, which may or may not be a mistake, but it doesn't cover up that much of the screen, so you can just keep typing cinnamon all day long. There it is. That's a good amount of time for that to be on screen, I think. I forgot to actually test it. I set it up maybe like a minute before I started the stream, so... But there it is, the cinnamon.
Yes, exactly, like a manager almost. Yeah. So I have a new mystery for you. Can you even believe it? Yes, haha, it is my job to solve mysteries. Haha, obviously I was being dramatic.
The cinnamon. The cinnamon, drink cinnamon, don't drink synonym. I should make it happen when you say synonym. I made it happen if you spell cinnamon different ways. Like if you forget the N, one of the N's, it'll be there. Hold on. Yeah. And I think also if you spell it with an S instead of a C. Cinnamon. I didn't have that one, but I can add it. Cinnamon. Can I just get every possible spelling of cinnamon? Cinnamon. 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 I had that one. Can I just get a sin of man? Synonym. M&M's. M and M and M and M. All right. Cinnamon. That last one with the SY feels like that would make a really good username. Put you under there. Cinderman. Cinder.
Tint 54 327 says eyfey, eyfey, here's eyfey, eyfall OG, the study of eyfey, it's first grade.
Wombology. For a second, I thought that was about to be like, eyfey, eufy, we all scream for fee. I would scream for ice cream, I think. What was I about to put in here? Oh, cinnamon. Thinking amazing your username cinnamon. It would be good. Because like somebody will be like, what is your name? It's cinnamon. No, it's cinnamon. I know it. I fall OG. Never fall. Always, if you fall, simply remember that you can fly and you're good.
Classic supervisor. Okay, so what's the case about Babe? I love your enthusiasm, but it's actually really sensitive, so I can't tell you on the phone. Oh, boo.
Always be cinnamon water. ABC. Oh, ABC always be cinnamon water.
I know, bummer. Makes it so much more exciting, though. For sure, yeah. Can you do me a huge favor, lovely? What? Grab your magnifying glass next to the door and head to the train station. There's a ticket for you there, and it'll take you on a little trip. Cute. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, love. Later.
I want the notebook. I'm glad it remembered our notebook from the previous game. Look at that. Hold on, if I get the notebook, actually.
Sick. Now I can solve the case. I'm the frog detective.
I wonder if they'll let us play through this whole case as Mary. There she is. Bird, frog, apple, beeble, robot, gabber, lipstick, trophy, egg.
Okay, so the detective heads to the train station, and it's all so cool. Like there's a new color scheme and stuff. But can you believe it? Someone literally takes the detective's notebook. It's so messed up. Actual tears in my eyes. Seriously. I don't think the detective knows about the stolen notebook yet. So,
you're actually up to date now. I remember when that happened last weekend. We got on the train and it did a big choo-choo. Ooh, a hat, you want to see him. Straw hat to keep you in the shade. Always take your cinnamon water with dry ice. No, don't eat dry ice, don't drink dry ice, but also don't cold the cinnamon water. Only hot the cinnamon water. If you cold the cinnamon water, it'll all clump up and it'll be bad and there'll be aftertaste of bad and it'll be in your throat bad. You only want the hot cinnamon water because it's like a fancy tea.
Please, if you could leave a review of my acting skills, I'd super appreciate it. Okay, now, enjoy the case.
Can I review it, her? I'm gonna give her some stars out of stars. Yeah, dry ice, don't eat dry ice. It's simply don't do it. Don't do it. There's a choo-choo. It's a very important quote. Look at our fancy booties. Everything is fine. Is everything is fine a quote? Chooch, chooch. Phone. Wait, what? I have Wait, do I not have a quote? Oh, I think it's... Held on. There we go. It's quote number 7. It's just, it's fine. It's fine. I think. If I were me, I would answer this phone. Hello, this is Frog Detective speaking from Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. How may I help you? Why did you answer the phone like that? What is that supposed to mean, Supervisor? You can't own me on the internet with the words I said with my own mouth. I remember saying that. I do not remember what the context was. It was probably a D's nuts joke. I'm always saying, are you jokes? People are always jokes at me. This is a random phone on the street. Why did you assume it's ringing for you? I am the only one here. You don't think it's a little weird? Not really. You're the one making a phone call to a random phone. Because I knew you'd be there. I did see Squilliam vent. Wait. Can you make calls to a payphone? I think you can. If you have the right number, I'm pretty sure you can call a payphone. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But, like, I'm pretty sure you can... It's a thing you can do. I'm gonna Google that. Can you call a payphone? Most, with the exception of the type of phone owned by a business itself, will not accept incoming calls. If you want to accept one that accepts incoming calls, just dial the number as usual. What happens if you call a payphone number? When the payphone number is called, the payphone will ring. If a person answers a ringing payphone, they will not be charged, the spokesperson said. Both parties will hear a brief cuckoo tone on the line. Hello? You can... You can. Calls made to emergency numbers such as 911 and local calls to telecommunications relay services, a service that enables a person who are deaf or free of charge at payphones. That's not how to call a phone with the pay. I guess you could call a payphone if you, like, call it back. I have 78 quotes? The real friend was the adventurer's dad we treasured in our hearts. I think, yeah, quote 0 does the most recent. If it doesn't know what you're talking about, it just pulls the most recent one. I'm pretty sure there's a way to get a list of quotes too, right? Thank you, Nightbot. Bwah, 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 bwah. It's true though. Tuba is the one that goes bwah, bwah. Wait, that's quote number 3? I didn't say that during Trombone Champ? Now who is the weird one? Why were we talking about tubas? Regardless, I'm glad you picked up. I'm sure you're curious about the mystery. I sure am. Give me the details, please. I cannot. Someone may be listening. What? Who? French horn supremacy. Give me that, euphonium. Are we saying if you don't remember the context? Part of me wants to say it was, okay, yeah, it definitely was, because if I take it back, he's a funny little guy is the quote right after it. This must have been during, Subway Midnight. Yeah, because the funny little guy was the spooky guy, yeah. So I'm pretty sure, is there a tuba we can get in Subway Midnight? I saw on the internet that it's possible for strangers to listen to phone calls. Who said that? My cousin wrote all about it on his blog. Okay. Well, if you're not going to tell me the details, why did you call? I have a special surprise for you. Question mark, exclamation point. As you know, the terrain of Cowboy County is vast and rough. Maybe someone was talking about a tuba. It's entirely possible. People are always be talking about tubas. Subway $5 foolong. I don't know when the last time I went to a Subway was. Either the sandwich shop or an underground train. I've ordered something special from Whizbay to help you get around. Oh, is it a horse? What? No. Why would you say that? It's a cowboy town. What do you mean? Cowboys ride horses. Are you being serious? Horses are valued members of society. Wait, they took away the $5 deal? Footballs aren't $5 anymore? $5 fooblong? Not real? Fake? Are they $6 now? That doesn't roll off the tongue. Good commercials. Wait, did they just get rid of the commercials, or did they get rid of the footlong $5 altogether? I love to be going to getting a $5 football marinara. You can coat a football in sauce and it becomes a Subway footlong. It would be demeaning to ride them around. It's messed up that you would even say that. Right, sorry. I just got confused. Don't worry about it. What did you order then? A scooter, of course. Sick. It should be near the phone booth. Bold choice to have it shipped to a public phone booth. Please stop questioning my choices. Anyway, when you're ready, pick up the scooter and get some practice in. Lobster Cop arrived early and will be waiting for you at the town. Just follow the path to meet him and have fun. I hope you have fun too. I will. Alright, see ya. They stopped selling it in 2006. That would explain it. Actually, wait, no, that wouldn't. Hold on. Have I not been to a Subway since 2016? It's entirely possible. Scooter. I had a scooter as a child. It was not as convenient as it should have been. It always, like, wobbled my legs in a really weird way when I rode it, so that, like, my shins almost hurt if I rode it too much. Just, like, the way the vibrations come up through the wheels and just, like, stopped in my shins. I don't know if I had bad posture or what. Also, the tragedy of when the scooter, you pick up the scooter to, like, lift it up a curb or something, and it swings around and it just bashes you. They tried to sell a $6 footlong, it didn't work. They tried to go back to a $5 footlong, they said they weren't getting revenue. They simply need to increase the value of $1 and then it'll be fine again. Get on it, Subway. My very own scooter. Sick. If anybody can solve the economy, it's Subway. They can make... Oh. Oh, shit. I could do 6 scooter tricks. Hold on now. I want to go over the edge. Surely it'll let me, right? Surely it'll let me. What kind of game? We're like so close. We're like clipping through the top of it. Maybe if we like do a grind on the mountains, can I? I would love to. There's gotta be a way out of here. They wouldn't give me a scooter and not let me break the game. Almost. Almost. Hold on now. Please. I got up on the pipe for like a second. Excuse me? Excuse me? Maybe if I go, like, from here. No, it's gotta be on this side. How did I get up there before? Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Please. I'm so close. We're so close. Oh. Why won't they let me break the game? I want to go into the nether. Oh, oh. I think there might be an invisible wall there. God, that was so close. What is a little frog to do? I don't think it's gonna let me. Even though I really, really wanna. There's like a whole town over there that I can probably get to just by going through the tunnel, but like I want to get there this ways. Wait, what? Hold on. Excuse me? You're just gonna make me stop? Worm Club. Starring Lobster Cop, not starring... Oh, Susie Rabbit. Not starring Frog Detective? Impromptu memes are the most important kind. It's always the cutscene. I didn't pay enough attention in this one. I only saw... Oh, shit. Special guest. Is that the man? Is that the one from 1? Mouthwash, Mousewash? It's the shape of him. Frog Detective 3. Corruption at Cowboy Town. Are you ready? I don't think I'm ready. I hope I didn't miss anything in that area that would have gotten me the secret ending. Hello? Oh, there we go. Alright. How many endings are in this game? I'm assuming one. The previous games, I think, only had one ending. But, like, maybe there's more? No, I wasn't done. Oh, hello? I don't remember how to... Tumblyweeb? I don't remember how to get off. I don't remember how to get off. Hey, Lucky Pangolin, welcome in, welcome in. We're on a skateboard. We're on a scuba. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Turkey. I just realized this is called live turkey, but I don't think this turkey is actually alive. It's not letting me do cool skateboard tricks. Turkey. Hey, Lobster Cop. I'm here to help solve the mystery. Right on time, detective. I'm known worldwide for my timeliness. Is that so? Nope. Can you tell me about the case, Lobster Cop? I sure can. We've been sent here to solve the conundrum of the sheriffless county. Oh. This town was thriving, detective. A marvel of productivity, friendship, community, and cowboys. Oh shit, wait, is it bird meme? Hell yeah, bird. If there is a bird, it's a good. But there was something missing. A sheriff. Yeah, I was kind of leading up to that. My bad. For the sake of storytelling, can you please not interrupt? I sincerely apologize. Yeah, so anyway, I've lost where I was going with this. You said there was something missing. Right, there was something missing. A sheriff. The town had realized that for all these years they were missing a vital ingredient for cowboy living. They contacted the supervisor and he contacted me. And me. Yeah. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to be honest, Lobster Cop. The supervisor really hyped this case up. Yeah, people love when there's aminals. You can show a person a picture of anything and they'll be like, that's a cool thing. But you show someone a picture of a thing and there's like a bird or a bug or a cat or a dog or a fish or a bird or pet rock or a Tamagotchi. People will be like, yo. Your coworker posted a picture without the bird in frame. You're like, excuse me, where is bird? Where bird? Where bird meme? Bird meme in Discord. ABC, always be seeing a meme with your eyes. The supervisor really hyped this case. Like, there are two of us here to facilitate the hiring for a management position. Detective, you read my mind. The supervisor really dropped the ball. Did you really think I need your help? No, me neither. And, as it turns out, I didn't need your help. Bird's name is Yuki. Good bird name. Question marks? The position has been filled. Oh, I knew the perfect boy for the job. Presenting the new sheriff of Cowboy County. Ah! Sheriff Mason Mole. There he is! Hold on! It's the barrel! It's him! It's the guy! The sneaker! Wow. Congratulations on such a speedy resolution, Lobster Cop. I saw so many birds today. Hell yeah. You lost the game. I won it. I won the game. I thought about it so hard I actually reversed around. God, I wish I could be Sheriff Beryl. Also welcome in, Jag. Yeah, look, cinnamon. If you say a cinnamon, the cinnamon, it appear. If you say the synonym, it appear. Congratulations on such a speedy resolution, Lobster Cop. Thank you. Well, I guess I'll head back to the office. No. No. Huh? Birds are so good. Every day I'm looking at the sky and sometimes there's a bird in it, and then if there is a bird in it, it's like a dream come true. Huh?
No, you cannot.
Is there something you need help with?
Yes.
What is it, Sheriff Mason Mole?
Mystery. Crime mystery.
Still debating on changing your name to Cinnamon? It's a good username. It's like a word, but it's spelled all funky. So people will see it, and then they'll say it, and then they will understand.
Crime mystery. Please solve this.
What is the mystery?
All hats have been stolen.
You're wearing a hat.
Not my hat. Town hats.
Can you elaborate?
All the hats in the town have been stolen. Please solve this mystery as soon as possible.
Do you have any leads?
No. Get to work, please.
Well, you heard the sheriff. Okay. Is there really no additional information?
No. But here's your notebook.
I'm sorry?
Your notebook. Someone mailed it to you.
You took it. I saw your hand in the beginning and end. I did not even know it was missing.
Not missing. It's right here.
Can I ask a question?
No, I'm busy. Goodbye.
Goodbye? Haha, what a legend. Do you know each other? They mailed the notebook back. I don't know. They're either lying about mailing it and they just took it and brought it here, or they took it to mail it to here to give to us, which would be wild. You know each other. Sure, but how can you really know? How much can you really know someone, right? What? Don't worry about it. Now, Detective, as I'm the lead investigator on this case, I trust you will follow my guidance. Oh, I did not know you were the lead. It's a safe assumption to make. Right, of course. So I'll be investigating leads, but I could use your assistance. Sure, what do you need? I'll handle the motive and the suspects. You handle the crime scene and the method. Wait. Can you... Wait. The crime scene is here. It's the whole town, right? Okay. It's an easier task for a rookie like you. All you need to find is a map of the crime scene, a tool capable of aiding criminal activity, a key that could lead us to a clue, and lastly, not to mention most importantly, a meal for the #1 best detective. Meal? Yes, detective, keep up. I'm a very hungry boy and I will need sustenance to solve the mystery. I have some sandwiches I was saving for an afternoon tea if you would like them. No, I need a proper meal. I hear you loud and clear. I'll make sure to get those for you. If you need to be reminded of what I want, come see me by the graveyard. Will do. Good luck, Lobster Cop. I don't need it. Good luck, detective. Tap. Case number 3. Mystery of the Missing Hats. Lobbercobber. Motive? There's no possible motive. Needs some stuff. How do you know Lobster Cop didn't do it? Hey, it's Lobster Cop, #1 best detective. Very jealous, so tall. Whoa. I got a achievement that just says made it to town howdy. That's a good crow. You think it's a real one? Or is it like those weather vanes they put up to scare away other birds, but also it tells you which direction the wind is going? Real? Real? Confirmed real bird? What if they just glued a drinky bird on top of their bank? That's an interesting flag. Like, it has a money bag on it, but it also has coins. I'm gonna investigate every cactus. Such beautiful flowers. Very spiky looking, too. It's a surveillance camera. All birds are fake, and it's just the government spying on us. This is a bathroom. I should not be peeping in here. How do I get on my... Yes! Yes! Yippee! Get more ice cream, BRB. Hell yeah. Scream it up. I think the snake. Yippee! Okay, I can get on and off with shift. Did you do it? Did you take the hats? Where are you going? It's a rattlesnake. Where are you going? Just around? Anywhere important? Nowhere important. I want to go out of bounds so bad. A scorpion? A scorpion? Oh. It's a nice little well. Break the game. I've been trying so hard, it won't let me. I cannot get down there without a ladder. I would fall and break my legs, and arms, and knees, and head, and nostrils, and fingers. A little gruesome, but alright. I can be up here. Hello, Scorpini. Oh. Your hat didn't get stolen. What do you know that the others don't? Is it because you're not in town? I can break into a graveyard. Surely. Graveyard break then? Stop that. No, I'm breaking in. I got an achievement for trying to break in. Let me in. Scorpion looks so mad with a hat. I'd be mad if... I was gonna say I'd be mad if I have a hat, but I do have a hat. It's a turkey, and I'm not mad. Hello. Talk to me. I just want to rob some graves. Wow, look at you. Huh? Your jumper, your vacant smile. Those piercing eyes. Are you a model? I certainly am not. Party hat, yippee! Maybe it's time to start modeling. Maybe. Or maybe it's time to solve a mystery. Aha, yeah. Actually, I don't know what you mean. I'm a detective. Oh. Is there a problem? I don't want any trouble. I'm an outlaw, you see. My name's Sherman. Authority and I don't always see eye to eye. I have no authority at all. Can't steal a party hat, it's a federal crime. I think if you steal a party hat, your punishment is they put you in a dunce cap, which is like the crime version of a party hat. I just thought about the concept of a dunce cap. I like you're disruptive in school and they're just like, we're gonna put the stupid hat on you now. You have to wear this hat that everybody that just points out that you're dumb and everybody's gonna laugh at you. What did that accomplish? What did that solve? Was that just for entertainment purposes? I have no authority at all. Humiliation? But it's like, it's just a pointy hat. It's just like, I'm gonna put a sign on your shirt that says, I'm dumb. Like, hello? I bet you could rock a dunce cap. I bet you could find a way to pull it off and make it look fabulous. You have the authority to steal my heart. Haha. What? Because of your good looks. Question marks. It's just a little joke. Not about your looks. You look great. It was like you could steal my heart because you're so dashing. Where I'm dumb every... Like, wearing an I'm dumb shirt would be so good. Can you imagine having a shirt that just says, like, idiot with an arrow pointing up at your own face? That would be such a good shirt. You said I'm dumb, it would be better. That would also be good. You have the ID drywall shirt. That is also an extremely good shirt. There's so many shirt possibilities out there. I really want to make a shirt that just has like a clip art picture of a t-shirt on it and then also says the word shirt underneath that shirt so that you know that you're wearing a shirt. Yeah, like any arrow pointing at your face and then with a descriptor is very good, but it's also especially good if it just says idiot. Made your friend a Redbubble design. It's a JPEG of the Joy Division shirt. Joy Division shirt. God, having a picture of the clothing on the piece of clothing is so good. A hat with a picture of a hat on it, a shirt with a picture of a shirt on it. I'm not sure how you would do pants with a picture of pants on them, but I'm sure you could find a way. Haha, you're too kind. Anyway, how can I help you, detective? I'm here about the missing hats. Missing hearts? You've stolen them. Sorry, just joking. Maybe not the time for my killer sense of humor. The hats, right? Mine was stolen. Do you have any leads? Who done it? That's what I'm here to figure out. Did you see anything suspicious over the last couple of days? I looked in a mirror. Ha. I'm suspicious looking because I'm an outlaw. Oh, ha. Well, honestly, I'm a bit confused about how this new sheriff came into the picture. My fellow outlaw, Rhonda Dynamite. That's a good name. Rhonda Dynamite was working up the courage to ask to be the new sheriff. Clearly, she didn't get the courage in time because this new guy, Mason Mole, wandered in like he owns the place. You don't like him? Oh, don't get me wrong, he's okay. I just don't know why he wants to be the sheriff. Cowboy County has always been a lawless land. That's the way we like it. Everybody respects and understands each other here. So I thought it would be better if the sheriff was one of us. I'm not saying he'll do a bad job or anything, but I just hope he keeps the county as kind as it ever was. Saw a video and they're making dumb shirt ideas. One of the shirts is like, Obsy? I didn't? That's such a good, like I've seen Promi instead of Promise, but Obsy. There was a point in time where I wanted to make some very dumb shirts. The shirt with a picture of a shirt on it was one of them. One was, one that just had the text 100% human on it. But then I looked it up and there was already somebody making shirts that said 100% human on them, but they were for like, I think it was like an LGBT thing where I was just like, that all the like money went to like charities and stuff. And I was like, damn, I can't use that now because there's actually already exists, but it's going to a good cause, except they're serious about it. I wanted a shirt that made you suspect that the person wearing it might not actually be human. But this was a shirt that was like actually had a real message, so I did not make the 100% human shirts. Might just make one for me though. Another one was just a picture of a slice of watermelon with like a spooky eye on it that says water. No, it doesn't say what. The shirt name is Watermaluminati, but it just says confirmed. That's it. That's the end of that shirt. Not saying he does a bad job or anything. I hope he keeps the county as kind as it ever was. Have you spoken to him much? He's barely said 2 words the whole time he's been here. I assume he's shy, so I'll give him time to settle in. But I don't know. It can be strange when someone new comes into your community. I really want to be as welcoming as possible, but I have a few corners. Also, him with his leg. Hold on. That picture of him. Yeah, that picture of him, but just with the words kick trash under it, I think would be a very good shirt also. I have a few concerns. Do you mind if I ask you some questions about the case? Tell me about Sheriff Mole. Ivy new merch idea. Just him on a shirt that says kick trash. I'm trying to go back and find the first drawing I ever did of him. I have one from Inktober in, I think, 2016. But I feel like I drew him before that. I want to figure out what the origins of him was. I remember a picture of him with the words kick trash next to it. And I don't know if that was before the Inktober or after. I'm pretty sure kick trash was his origin. But I don't remember when or where or how I drew it. Why are you so suspicious of Mason Mole? It's not like me to be suspicious, really. You know me. I do not. Not yet. Sherman winks. Anyway, I just don't really understand his motives. Why is he here? I'm not sure. Obviously, I want to trust Lobster Cop's judgment, but this new guy is so quiet and shady. Do you even know what job he did before this? I have no idea. Do you know? Nope. Figures. Do you mind if I ask you some questions about the case? There's a mine here? Oh. Any reason you're hanging out by the mine? Well, yeah. I heard there's gold in there. Wow. I really like gold. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I want to ask, is it a thing for sloths to like gold? Joe Mama Boom got him! Why do you ask? My friend Martin is a sloth and also loves gold. He made a crown out of it. Sounds heavy. Yeah. Well, I haven't really thought about it before, but yes, I think sloths do like gold. But then again, who doesn't? I find it doesn't suit my complexion. I think anything would suit your complexion. But anyway, I've been trying to get into the mine, but it's all blocked up. Dang. Have you tried exploding it with dynamite? What? No, that sounds really dangerous. Wait, we know how to make dynamite. We need pasta, toothpaste, a shell. What did he say? What did who say? Frog Detective or Sherman? Blowing up the cave with dynamite? I was thinking more along the lines of a pickaxe. Oh, that would probably be better, yeah. Do you have one? I could trade you for a shovel. Thank you, Nightbot. I will think about it. Do you mind if I... No, we've got all the questions. We've asked every question. Motive? Outlaw. I don't know. I found it difficult to pay attention. Those eyes. Needs a pickaxe. Sherman, you make me blush. So funny, so cool. No, I refuse to be charmed. This is a suspect. If we trade in for a shovel, can we actually grave rob? Maybe. Perhaps. It's entirely possible. I gotta go up there. I've got to get up there. Hold on. Yippee! Crime. Is there a point to this? Somebody's gonna tell me I have to collect all these flowers, I think. Yeah. But not yet. I'm gonna remember with my brain that there's one up there. Let me in. I would like to in. Surely you will let me in. I can see it behind the grave. Like, that's what we're... Behind the graveyard house. We're gonna dig up that dirt. And there's gonna be goodies in it. I know there are. Perhaps even the things that we're looking for. Cart, grave, scooter, music, carrot, shield, money, mail. Well, seen it in movies, there's always money in coffins. There's always money and treasure in coffins. Hello, mouse. Rhonda Dynamite.
They come from far and wide to face off with the powerful Rhonda Dynamite.
Rhonda Dynamite.
That's me. Ready your weapon, Frog. It's time for us to do battle.
I do not have a weapon, and I'm not super interested in doing battle.
Now why are you here to face me? This is my land, Frog. You can't just waltz in here and expect to take it.
Your land? You own this scooter barn.
No, but I loiter here every day. Everybody knows this. Where have you been? Do you live under a rock, Frog? I thought a lily pad might be more suitable. Ha!
I live at 100 Skeleton Street, Slippery Pond.
Did you just give me your full address?
Yes.
You literally just met me. Don't give your full address to strangers.
Why not? How else are you going to know where I live?
You have a great point.
He just doxed himself. Why do we live on Skellington Street? Is there a dead body in the pond? Ah.
The detective does not have a great point. Do not give your address out to strangers, unless your house is super cool and you're mega rich. Then tell people where you live, because how else are they going to know where you live in a mansion? Okay, even then, just show them a photo. Don't give them your address. Thanks for playing. I'll leave it to you.
No, Himbot, actually that one's okay to eat. ABC, always be consuming the rich. Anyway, I'm not sure why you're trying to fight me. Would you like me to leave?
I'm enjoying having some company. So, what do you do? What do you do as a job?
Oh, I'm the detective. I'm here to solve the case of the missing hats.
Just in time. When you find the culprit, bring him here. I'll beat him up.
Nightbot just confirmed they are rich. I don't know if Nightbot has money. Nightbot just doesn't like when people eat. Sympathizer. Nightbot, you're being a bootlicker right now. You gotta stop. What? No.
Give him a taste of these fists. Kick him in the nose. Tie their shoes together and trip him up. Tell him they're ugly.
Please, no.
I'm an outlaw detective. I hate it when people do the wrong thing.
Wait, what? That's the opposite of an outlaw.
Huh? Oh, you're right. I think this life isn't for me anymore.
You think so?
To be honest with you, detective, I was meaning to apply for the sheriff position.
Oh, it was filled just before I got here.
Yeah, I know, by some rando.
His name is Mason Mole. I'm sure Lobster Cop wouldn't have given the job to just anyone. He must have been very qualified.
Doesn't mean he's not a rando.
I suppose not. What makes you want to be the sheriff?
I'm a natural leader. I run the outlaw group with a class and style. I love to help others. Got a problem that needs solving? I'm your girl. And I'm tough. No one is gonna mess with me.
Wow, you sound like a great fit for the job.
I think so too, but it's too late now.
Not necessarily. You could always talk to Mason Mole. Show him your expertise. Maybe you could be co-sheriffs.
That's a great idea.
Do you mind if I question you about the case? Tell me about being sheriff. How do you intend to become the sheriff?
By force. I will simply beat up Mason Mole.
What? You cannot do that.
I can. I'm Rhonda Dynamite. The rules don't apply to me.
What did Mason Mole ever do to you?
I don't know, but he's shifty. Just don't trust his face.
Please don't take the role by force. Have you tried submitting a resume?
A resume, you say? Like a list of my skills and experiences?
Yeah, I think that would be a better option than beating up Sheriff Mason Mole.
That's fun, though. I don't really have the writing supplies for making a resume. If I had paper and stuff, I could probably manage it.
I can get you the writing supplies, just please don't beat up the sheriff.
Fine, fine. I was just thinking about it.
What about your outlaw job? What kind of work do you do?
Well, detective, I'd love to tell you, but I need to know I can trust you.
Oh, I understand. If you're worried about me telling on you, I won't tell. My only concern today is the mystery of the missing hats. If you've stolen the hats, I will totally tell on you, though.
That's reasonable. Well, okay then. I'm a mouse of many skills. I specialize in forgery and fraud.
Wow, sounds intense.
It's mostly a lot of printing stuff out. I can forge all types of things. Important documents, birth certificates, IDs, you name it.
Could you forge a certificate that says #1 best detective?
Why?
No reason. I'm just joking. Pretend I didn't say that.
Okay.
Do you mind if I question you about the case I'm working on? Yeah, Frog Detective knows how to keep his mouth shut on the right things. Frog Detective knows, snitches get stitches. We've asked all the questions. Were the pictures in the last one black and white, or is this just cowboy style? Needs writing supplies. Wants to fight me. Wants to fight everybody. Knows my address. Dreams of being the sheriff. That's me. Detective motive: boredom, never bored, hate crime. Needs to be #1. Always suspect yourself, believe in yourself. Can I go in here? Can I take this horse and shoe? It'd be great attention to detail if it was black and white for cowboy aesthetic. It might be. We need key to get in. This gate needs a key. Perhaps I could find one and get Lobster Cop's help to open it. What's that koala doing up there? I gotta talk to this panda. Oh! Oh, you're doing art! I thought you were just staring menacingly out the window. Money. Doggy. You need more pictures. Excuse me, ma'am.
Afternoon, detective. What can I get you for ya?
Oh, nothing for me, thanks. I'm here on official business.
Oh, come here about the hats. I must look like a heck of a suspect.
Why is that?
I'm the only resident of Cowboy County without a hat. I mean, until now. That's pretty suspicious of me. I could have stolen them all out of jealousy and cooked them up in my stew.
Did you steal the hats and cook them up in your stew?
You bet.
Oh.
Everyone come get your hat stew.
Wizardry, let's go.
I'm just pulling your leg, detective. I'm a jokester. They call me Bannering Bonnie around here.
It's a nice nickname.
Psst. I'm literally joking. Ha! You just call me Marty. I made that up.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Now you're getting it. I'm full of jokes.
Yeah, I get it now. Anyway, you mentioned that you don't wear a hat. Why not?
My head's a weird shape.
Ah,
I'm literally joking. My head is completely normal.
just like Super Rat. Oh, haha. You were joking about the thing I am sensitive about. Mine too.
I just don't like the way hats look with my dress.
There's Garfield. Ready for Lagzagana. There's Johnny Test. Ready for whip crack sound.
Plus, I'm inside most of the time, so why bother? It's not a suspicious thing, LOL.
Okay, LOL.
Hey, detective?
Exclamation point, question marks. Forgot how to spell lasagna. You know, some good old lag. Yes, Garfield also eats lasagna. Doesn't go for lasagna with a Z though. Or lasagna. Yeah?
I know a lot about Cowboy County.
Lasagna.
I know it all.
Why are we yelling?
It's a joke. LOL.
Wait, jokes, it's not, if you loud it doesn't make it a joke, I think. Is it okay if I talk normally?
Yeah, but it was just a joke.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, my job here isn't just to run the saloon. I'm also a keen historian for Cowboy County. Despite my hilarious nature, I take the role very seriously. For example, did you know that the graveyard up on the hill is gravely haunted?
Haha, gravely. Lasagna would also be a good username. We get cinnamon and lasagna, put them together, and what do you get? You get cinnamon to lasagna. Haha, gravely.
Sorry?
It's gravely haunted. Graveyard.
Yeah, that's what I said. I have tons of stories and photographs from the haunted hill. You can check them out if you want.
I sure will. Thanks.
Nyan.
Cinnamon lasagna.
LOL, I just got the gravely thing. Huh.
Haha. Can I ask you some questions? Do you know much about the photos here in the saloon? Why are 4 of them empty?
Ha! Legend has it they're haunted.
With the photos?
I don't know if I believe it, but you're welcome to take a look at them and I'll tell you what I know.
Sure, thanks. Hat stew. You didn't actually make hat stew, did you?
Of course not. Gross. Making stew, though. It's the only way I could think to get the regular customers back.
Where did they go?
Oh, they're around. But I think they got a bit scared off.
Ah, do you have bandits in the saloon?
LOL, I wish. It's worse. Artists.
Artists?
Creative types.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
No, but... No, you're right. It just changes the vibe. They hang around all day creating things and finding themselves. I miss the rootin' tootin' cowboy bootin' times we used to have.
You're not a fan of art?
I like the cartoon section of the newspaper, if that counts.
Sure. You just want everyone to party a bit more, right?
Right. Get them to stop taking themselves so seriously.
So your solution is... stew?
Hot stew. I'm joking.
Sorry, I'm still learning about jokes.
It's just a normal stew, but I'm famous for it around here. Lure 'em in with the stew, keep 'em here with the party atmosphere.
Sounds like a great plan.
I don't have enough ingredients, though. So could you buy me some carrots? I'll give you the cash.
Stupid work. I kind of want to eat stew now. Him bought 2 hats in one stream? Pirate. Sure. I got some money. Stu Art Little Boom got him. I wonder if there's Stuart Little ASCII art. I guess that would just be Rat. Him is a bit on a roll. Him is a bit on a spin. Boom got him.
Oh, and around these parts, there's really delicious edible cactus flowers. Could you collect 4 of them for me?
I guess so.
I I'll give you as much stew as you want in return.
Sounds like a good deal. We asked all the questions, right? I think Himbot can say kick trash, right? That's one of the things him say. Carrots money. You follow an Instagram account called I fucking hate Stuart Little? Did they only ever post about hating Stuart Little, or was that just their name? Yes. Can I? They're so right for that. Stuart Little is wild. Why'd that family adopt a mouse? They went to an adoption agency for a child and they came back with a mouse. Actually, you know what? No, that's not fair. If I ever met a talking mouse, I would be like, I need you in my life immediately. Get over here. I would adopt a talking mouse. This one is standing in front of a graveyard. That's totally haunted behavior.
Or maybe she's mourning. Do you ever think of that?
Then why is she smiling?
Yeah, good point. Actually, I know who that is. That's Betsy, one of the first shop owners here in Cowboy County. She sold all these gravestones to residents of the town. I suspect that's why she had such a big smile on her face.
They posted these very specific posts of violent hatred for Stuart Little. Last post July 12th, 2019. Oh my god, that's... just barely over 4 years ago. Rest in peace. Either Stuart Little got him, or they got over their hatred.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow!
Wow. The smile of a clever businesswoman.
Not haunted.
Not haunted. Okay, thanks. So this one's not haunted. Am I supposed to be finding the haunted painting? Is this a ghost?
Who, Mark? Huh. Nah, I wish Mark was a ghost.
What?
That didn't come out right. LOL.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I hate Stuart Little and I hope to sandwich him between the floor and my shoe. Wow, they hate Stuart Little. I feel like there was somebody who's had an entire blog dedicated to hating Chicken Little's dad, but that's a different Little.
That's my ex-husband.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. Why did you get divorced?
Seems like a pretty personal question.
My bad.
I'm just kidding. It's not really my ex-husband. I actually don't know who that is, but I call him Mark. I think that photo's over 50 years old.
Imagine if it was the same person. Somebody out there just hating on every fictional character and making separate accounts for each one of them.
Take my word for it, though. That's not a haunted photo. It has nice energy.
Okay. Are any of these haunted? This one, surely. This one is super spooky. Surely it has to be a ghost photo.
That one's old Snappy Fresh. He was one of the original gold miners here in town about 100 years ago.
Wow. It's old and creepy. Totally fits the description I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, you're out of luck.
Oh?
Old Snappy Fresh is still alive. How could he be a ghost?
He's still alive? How old is he?
It's impolite to ask an old person's age. He's 130 years old.
How do you know?
I asked. Coincidentally, that's how I learned it was rude to ask someone's age.
Okay, thanks. Wait, is this Chicory? Is this a ghost?
I doubt it. That's a photo of a visitor from about a year ago. Came and changed all the colors in Cowboy County. It is. It was really weird and messy. Fun though.
And they're still alive?
I sure hope so.
Thanks. I know you from Dog Game. Oh, I like this one. I hope it's not haunted.
Bad luck Detective, this is the most haunted photo of them all.
Ah, why?
Legend has it, this rabbit was a real mean guy. He would put on banana peels out for people to sleep on. And give people wedgies. You name it.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. How embarrassing. No, yeah, this guy was the sheriff about 80 years ago. Great sheriff, loved by all.
So not haunted?
Sorry.
All good. Nothing's haunted. And what? Wait. Hello? 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 Ah! That one's gotta be haunted, right? Boing! Are all of them haunted? No. The fuck is this? Wait, was this one here before? No, it did a scary. Can we make that a sound? The boink? Yes. Not right away because I have to find a way to like get it and isolate it, but for next time, definitely. Boink, sound, frog, detective, spooky photo.
I don't remember. Yeah, such a strange energy to it.
Yeah, I suddenly feel really chilly when I look at it.
He's handsome, yet cold. Like he's seen too much.
A man who has lived 1,000 lives. There's
a kindness to him, but also great mystery.
Bonnie.
Yes, Detective.
I think this is a haunted photo.
I think you might well be right.
May I take it?
Please do. I'd be glad to get rid of it.
Somebody needs this. Ah, it's so scary. Hello. You drove the train. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Bum, 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 bum. I can't talk to the worm. I like your cactus. I like that it's wearing a hat. Well, if it isn't the frog of the hour. Maybe the frog of 1.5 hours if we're being generous. 45 minutes if you're speedy. Haha, well, you get what I mean. It's good to see you, Detective. Have we met? Not in person, no. I've sent you several emails asking to illustrate for your frog blog. Wish I had a frog blog. I guess I could just make a frog blog. Oh, you must be Pistol. That's me, finest artist in all of Cowboy County and potentially the world. Yes, you mentioned that many times in your emails. It's a shame we haven't been able to work together. Your stories come to me so visually. I would love to illustrate them. I would love that too. Unfortunately, I do not have $1 million money to pay you with. It's actually $2 million money. Yes, sorry. It's no matter, Detective. Simply keep saving up and you will be able to afford my work someday. I'll do that. Are you working on something at the moment? Yes, my finest piece yet. It's, well, you see, it's clearly, Who am I kidding, Detective? I've lost my artistic touch. Oh, I'm sure it's just a bit of creative block. Creative block? No. I clicked on a banner on cyberspace and it took me to a strange website. What did the banner say? Click here for an epic video of a worm who is buff. You were right to click on You were right to click on it. Can't find that specific boink, but you found out about sound effect wiki. Hold on. I'm just gonna copy and paste Oh, wait, no, it won't even let me copy and paste. Squinch and Dunk? The sound effects can be found at Hanna-Barbera Sound Effects made by Sound Ideas, similar to two Boink Cartoon Doink hit cartoon Pat's Blip, which are also Wait, hello? Sound Ideas Squeeze Cartoon Squinch and Doink 01. This sound effect can be found on the Hanna-Barbera Sound Effects library, which was made by Sound Ideas. It's similar to 02 Boink Cartoon Doink 3 and hit cartoon Pat's Blip, which are also HB sounds. Used in TV shows: Bill Nye the Science Guy, Breadwinners, heard once in Unsky the Grateful, Dumb and Dumber, heard once in Otto's Best Friend, Elmo's World, heard once in Getting Dressed, Sleep and Families, Fanboy and Chum Chum, heard once in There Will Be Shrieks and Rattle Skunkupine, Handy Manny, heard once in A High Pitch in Paint Job, Higglytown Heroes, heard once in Great Unexpectations, Journey to Ernie, heard once in Chilly Icy Snowyville, Kappa Mikey, heard once in The Bracemaster, Lazy Town, heard once in Prince Stingy, Maya and Miguel, heard once in Soccer Mom, Mickey Mouse Works, heard once in Computer.Dawn, Oh Yeah, Cartoons, heard once in Jamal the Funny Frog, Dentist, Out of Jimmy's Head, doesn't say when it's heard, Pocoyo, heard once in High Pitch in Ellie's Doll, The Ren and Stimpy Show, heard once in I Was a Teenage Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, heard once in Rugbirds, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, heard in Hollywood Nights, Sesame Street, used in various segments, i.e. Hero Guy Pirate Ship, Cookie's Letter of the Day, P, and Journey to Ernie, Chilly Icy Snowyville. Snorks, heard once in A Snorking We Will Go, SpongeBob SquarePants, heard in Help Wanted, Todd World, heard once in Sophie's Sinking Feeling, True and the Rainbow Kingdom, heard once in The Kitty Naughty, The Wacky World of Tex Avery, heard once in Cat Scratch Fever. Movies: Alibaba and the Gold Raiders 2002, Shorts, Chippy Tiny Tales, Video Games, GameCube, Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, Low Pitched, PC, Felix the Cat's Cartoon Toolbox, Wii, Klonoa 2008 video game, Videos, Elmo's World Family's Mail and Bath Time 2004, Play-Doh presents Do Island Adventure 2003 videos, Sesame Street A Magical Halloween Adventure 2004 videos, Sesame Street Elmo's Potty Time 2006, heard once in the King Kong segment. Commercials: New Zealand, Kitty Pick Television Commercial 1990, Station IDs, Noggin ID Lever 1999. This is every instance in which the sound effect Squinch and Dunk 01 has been used. YouTube videos: The Best Pals Christmas Carol 2018, Whitney Go Lucky, Other Media, Kitty Pick Television Commercials 1990, Anime, Ah My Goddess, heard once in Ah Confess Your Feelings Under the Moon, Ah My Goddess Flights of Fancy, heard once in Ah The Song of Love That Shakes the Heart, Aria and the Scarlet Ammo, Best Student Council, Is the Order a Rabbit? Love Live, Nijigasaki High School Idol Club, heard quadrice in The Place Where the Rainbow Begins, used for Yu's Footsteps. Ninja Nonsense, The Legend of Shinobu, heard once in Shinobu, The Ninja Apprentice Appears, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt, Teasing Master Takagi-san, This Ugly Yet Beautiful World, High Pitched, Toradora, Yuri Yuri. Image gallery. How do you have an image gallery for sounds? Sound Ideas Squeeze Cartoon Squinch and Dunk 01 image gallery. What the Why is there an image gallery? Best Student Council Ep 4 Brilliantly Clever Approach Sound Ideas Squeeze Cartoon Squinch and Dunk 01. They have an image for when each sound, Kill Me Baby. This is when Squinch and Dunk sound happened. Toradora episodes 4, 5, 9, 23. Yuri Yuri episodes 5, 5, and 7. Other anime. This is when the Squinch and Dunk. I can't play it. It doesn't make a sound. Wait, you can hear it? Can you hear it through the stream, or do you mean you can hear it when you click it on your browser? What the fuck? Why can't I hear it? What the hell? I can't hear it. Oh, I know exactly why. It's because I lowered my browser volume. Lowered my browser volume all the way to 0 because at the beginning of the stream, I had Lummo and then I had to mute it so that I could hear you guys. I hear it now. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. This is so important. Dang, I can't find it. I wanted to watch the commercial, but there is a lot of videos that are just like sounds that every 90s kid will remember.
This is a sound of.
Don't talk.
And we'll just run.
Don't talk. Just play the sounds, please. Hell yes. I think I had one of these at some point. I know all these sounds. Thank you for this. Thank you for this squinch clip. Okay, let's do some frog detecting. You were right to click it. When it loaded, it was just a scary picture of a witch. It made a loud cackling noise and the screen just said, "You just got a curse on you from this website." Ever since then, I've lost my artistic talents. That's terrible. When did that happen? Earlier today. I don't mean to doubt you, but are you sure it wasn't just a prank? A prank? I don't think so. That witch was really scary, and I'm normally very brave. Did the website have any specifics about the curse? No. Well, how do you know the curse is on your artistic talents? It's been 3 hours and I haven't found my latest muse. A muse? No, a subject that piques my interest. Every day I find one, and today I haven't seen anything that inspires me. Can I ask you some questions? Go ahead. What kind of muse are you looking for? You mentioned needing a muse. I'm cursed to never have one. Well, it's only been a few hours. One might show up. I doubt it. I think this is the end of my painting career. Don't give up now. What if I could help you find a muse? You want to help me? I would love to. Let me think. Maybe you could draw me.
I have no interest in drawing you.
That's understandable. How could anybody not want to draw the frog detective? Just look at the shape of him.
If you can find me a photograph of something compelling to draw, I would be very grateful.
But I think it might be too much of a challenge. What about the haunted one? Nothing is too much of a challenge for me.
What about putting on a hat?
So drawable, and love that the worm is just playing piano. I don't know how the worm is doing it without arms, but it's killing it. Actually, I don't know if that's supposed to be a worm or one of those like garden eels. I guess it could be either. No comment.
Your head is a weird shape.
I know this. I'll get to work finding a photograph for you. I was about to say it wouldn't make sense for an eel to be on land, but also Lobster Larry is on land. And I was gonna say we met a fish person. I don't know if we actually did or not, though. I will get to work on finding a photograph for you to draw.
Thank you, detective. I wish you the best of luck.
Tell me about also the curse. Can you tell me more about the curse from that website you visited?
I don't know what more there is to say. I wanted to see a video of a buff worm and I was tricked. Fooled.
Cyberspace can be a really troubling place.
Return the slab.
That scared me as a child.
Nobody warned me. On the bright side, I clicked on a banner that said I was the 1000th visitor and I won 100,000 money.
What? Really?
Yeah.
It was so scary. It was literally so scary. There was just a weird CG haunted pharaoh mummy guy and he was like, give me back the slab. You have the money?
They just asked for my banking information and I gave it to them.
Pistol. Pistol, no. You did what?
Relax, how else was I gonna get my prize money?
That seems really dangerous.
You're just jealous because I won 100,000 money. It's already there in my bank account.
Wait, really? You checked?
Yes, I bought this new outfit with my winnings.
Wow, I'm sorry for doubting you.
It's fine.
I guess I'll always click on those banners from now on.
Sounds like a plan.
Can I ask? Okay, we're gonna give him the photo. Draw this spooky picture. I found a photograph for you to paint.
Oh really? Thank you. Can I take a look?
Sure, here it is.
That is the most terrifying photo I've ever seen. Why would you show me this? It's awful.
Oh no.
Painting this would feel like an actual crime. Like, I would ask you to investigate me for painting this.
Oh, that's no good at all.
Please take this away from me.
I will. Sorry. I got an achievement. Haunted photo. Try to give away a photo. Oh, am I supposed to be collecting them for somebody? We scared this poor panda. I'm sorry. Motive. Maybe hats are hard to paint. Needs a muse. Collect the achievements. I'm gonna get them all. I've already tried to break into a museum. I've already arrived at town. I already tried to break into Grieved Yard. Ah, great. I can use this to orient myself if I get lost in this needlessly large town. It's such a small town, though. Oh, I get to keep the map. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, you've got paintings. A carrot. Cereal. Or maybe milk. Cups. Empty jars. It's gotta be cereal. Cans. Empty jars. Bear. 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 I need a ladder, right? To go in the well? Bear, bear, bear. Hat. Notebook. I need a carrot. Can I buy one carrot, please?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Cowboy County General Store. My name is Wendy. We have a wide range of general goods for purchase.
Hi, I'm the detective.
Unfortunately, at this time, we don't stock any gear for detective work.
I don't need anything.
Oh, please feel free to browse our expansive selection. I'm sure you will find what you need.
No, thank you.
We have a wide range of general goods for purchase.
Yes.
Do you need a specific item that isn't in stock? We process special orders at no extra cost to the customer.
I don't really need anything. I need carrots.
Special orders have an average 2-day turnaround.
That's a great turnaround.
It is one of our many great policies.
Such as?
We are proud to offer our customers a satisfaction guarantee on all purchases.
What is a satisfaction guarantee?
We can guarantee that you will either be satisfied or dissatisfied with your purchase.
What happens if I'm dissatisfied?
That falls within our satisfaction guarantee.
So can I get a refund?
The satisfaction guarantee only guarantees a range of satisfaction from dissatisfied to satisfied. If your feeling towards a product doesn't fall within that range, you're entitled to a refund.
That clears it up. Thanks. Anyway, I'm actually here to ask some questions about the case.
Unfortunately, we don't have cases in stock at this time.
The mystery, I mean, of the stolen hats.
Stealing is not permitted at Cowboy County General Store.
It is not permitted anywhere, really. To be clear, I am not here to purchase or steal any items from your store. I am here on official business to solve the mystery of the stolen hats here at Cowboy County.
Right. It would have been a lot easier for me if you just said that in the first place. I feel like I just spent so much time explaining the policies and values of my store. A bit embarrassing for me, really. Like, maybe in the future, just tell people what you're here for.
Yes, absolutely right. I am not good at communicating quickly. I get easily swept up in conversation. Sorry.
It's fine. I just feel a bit self-conscious.
No, you did great. I learned a lot about your store policies.
I'm glad to hear that. It hasn't been easy taking over the shop.
You seem like an old hand at it.
That's great. I'm not at all. I've only been running the shop for 7 months.
Oh, cool. 7 months is like a while. That's almost a year. No, that's a little over half a year. Can I ask you some questions?
Yippee!
Yippee! So you just started running the shop. How's it all going?
Wish I could say I'm nailing it, but honestly, it doesn't feel like that most of the time.
That's not good.
The shop has been in my family for generations. I thought in my hands it would be the best it's ever been, but it's just kind of the same.
The same is good. At least it's not... At least it's not worse than it was.
I suppose you're right.
Is there anything that would boost your confidence?
Well, there is one thing.
What is it?
Do you see those portraits on the wall?
They're lovely.
Every shop owner in my family has had a beautiful portrait created of them, except for me. Mine is just a silly photo.
It's a nice photo.
Yeah, sure, but it's not the same. I haven't got the slightest idea of how I'm supposed to get someone to create a beautiful portrait. I don't even know who painted those ones.
Have you tried painting one yourself?
With what time?
God, I feel that.
And besides, art was never my strong suit. Maybe you could paint it for me.
Haha, I wish. I'm not much of a painter.
Well, if you find anyone that wants to paint me, can you let me know?
How are they supposed to know if they want to paint you if they cannot see you?
Here, take this photo of me.
Haha, okay, kind of weird.
What's weird?
Just carrying around a photo of you on the off chance that I find a painter who can paint you a portrait.
I don't think that's weird.
Okay, sorry. While I'm here, I'm gonna buy some carrots. Carrot, please. I got carrots money. I got ghost pick, got bear pick. I got water sip. Could steal hats to sell to the town. It is the perfect crime. Needs a portrait. 7 months in the biz. Rehearsed and formal, yet professional and warm. And now I've got a photo of her. Carrot, please. Can I please buy these carrots?
Do you have money?
I sure do. Plenty of it.
Okay, no need to brag. Take as many as you need.
Thanks. Some carrots. Excellence. I'm watching you, Mason Mole. In your room with a little curtain. I don't know what you're up to. It's impressive that you have flags made of yourself already. Beeble. What else did I need? Oh, hello. You guys all work here? This isn't the bank though, right? This is the, Forgar. I feel that. I'm always forgetting to come into streams. But you came just in time to figure out what these guys are. Oh, this is the post office. This is where we can mail or unmail. Excuse me, do you know about mail? Craig? If you're here for the Evil Secret Society, please leave me alone. I'm not interested in joining. What is the Evil Secret Society? Nice try. I know the society's tricks. Making a killer animation? Hell yeah! Is it with the Metal Sonic one? Or is it a different killer animation? Well, I'm actually here from the Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. Oh yeah? Where's your credentials? Well, I'm a detective and a frog, and I'm here to solve a mystery / possible crime. Finally using those assets? Hell yeah! You have any identification? Just my face. Do you have identification? No, but I'm Craig. Everybody knows me. I wouldn't normally believe you, but your appearance does seem to match what you're saying. But just know, I don't trust you. I would not expect you to. We just met. Detective, I'm someone that is regularly messed with. There are many different societies out there, and they all want me to join. But I'm a lone ranger. I have no interest in being a part of these secret societies. What types of secret societies are there? Well, for starters, you got the naughty little guys. They've been after me for years. The posties are another one. They go around delivering mail. I'm not sure that's a secret society. I think it's more of a public service. Then why can't we open everybody's mail? Not so public if you ask me. Please don't open mail. Open your eyes. Another society is the Ghost Spotters League. Oh wait, I think I have heard of them. Yeah, despite being a secret society, they're quite well known. To be honest with you, I said earlier I wasn't interested in being part of any societies, but that's only half true. Oh? The Ghost Spotters League is really exclusive, and I'm kind of bummed they've never tried to recruit me. Are you a keen ghost spotter? Well, that might be the problem. To be inducted into the league, you need to have spotted a ghost. And you have not seen any. Correct. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. You could be anyone. I'm the detective. It's a compelling disguise, I'll give you that. Do you know much about the ghosts? Well, I solved a mystery involving one. The mystery of the haunted island. Although, it wasn't haunted in the end. So, no.
Meow.
Could have saved us both the time and said no. Meow. Sorry, no. I don't know much about ghosts. Meow. Is it egg time? Let me get some egg, let me get some egg. I would like to be eating an egg now, honestly. What is the best way to cook eggs, do you think? I usually go for a fry egg. Scramble is good. Ah! Wow! Wow! Picross. Hold on, we're gonna play egg, and then I guess I have to go get my Switch from the other room. Do Picross and egg at the same time? I don't think we can... Egg is gonna take a lot less time. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go get my Switch. I guess I'm gonna go get my Switch and we're gonna play Picross and egg at the same time. Think about that egg question. Think about what the best kind of egg is. But also... but also, we're gonna sit on BRB for a hot sec while I go get that Switch. Too fast, you must wait 2 seconds. Not usually an egg eater, though you like omelets. Omelets are good. I like omu rice, which is egg over rice. Egg mixed with a bit of sugar and cooked in tin foil, rolled in a tube? Interesting. Was that like tamagoyaki? Stop playing Tears of the Kingdom. That's the last game I played on the Switch. Hold on. Let me get the game capture up. Your mom makes egg thing? What is egg thing? Let me get... Is it gonna let me open the game capture? Egg with feta and spinach and onion and tomato? Oh, that sounds good. It's like an egg pizza. Got your school schedule again for this year and you have culinary again? Real? How you people have culinary classes? My school didn't have any cooking in it. Can't stand the smell of eggs? Oh. Rest in peace. I love egg. I guess it can be a smelly smell. Like hard-boiled eggs for sure smell like egg. You had home ec. My school didn't have a home ec. Let me see if it'll show. How do I get? There we go. School starts Wednesday, so sad 2001, so sad 2000, so sad 1999. 2000, that's when Y2K. I existed in Y2K. I was in elementary school then, I think. Y2K, just like Hypnospace Outlaw. I was on the internet in Y2K. I know about it. There was exactly one, This is gonna be interesting. Oh wait, you guys can't see the, hold on. You guys can't see the Picross, hold on. You should be able to see the Picross. Why can't you see the Picross? Where is it? Where is it? Bow. There it is. There we go. Find the egg smuggler. Bum 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 bum. This is gonna be hard because I cannot see most of the screen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't know about eggs. Losing your voice. We work in retail, you should know some. Yeah, just sign it all to customers. If they don't know, that's their problem. We got the egg. Yippee! Bana, bana, na na, na 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 na. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Bana, bum bum bum. Had a deaf customer the other day. She was so happy you signed. It was wholesome. Hell yeah. I love when there's languages and people can speak the languages and people can understand the languages. It's so good. I'm gonna get rid of the internet now that we have found egg. So long, egg. You will be a miss. Oh, you guys can't hear. Nuh-uh, egg again. I realized I don't have. There we go. I have to get. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. We're gonna get egg back. Hold on. Bump, 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 bump. Where is egg? I can keep egg over here. This has to be the 2, and this has to be a 1. Guy doesn't know about egg. You know about egg? You don't know about egg. You know about egg? Knows about pencil. How long is 999 seconds? Some seconds? Yeah, divide by 60. You have to be a 1, I think, and you have to be a 2, which means you have to be 1, 2, 1. Math is hard. 16 and a half minutes, that's a lot. That's a lot, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we pick? How do we cross? You have to be the 3, so you can't be there. You have to be a 2. Your mom watched the shark show? Is it just a show about sharks? You have to be the 2. You also have to be a 2. Nat Geo. What are they talking about sharks? Are they teaching cool shark facts? Like, did you know that every shark is so cool? You can't be one. I took math in school, and then I didn't want to take any more math, so I didn't. Easy as pie. Simply never do any learning, and you'll learn every day of your life. That's what I learned in school. I learned it so good. You have to be 2. You have to be 3. You could be anything you want to be. Took extra math in high school and then in college you took no math. Yeah, I was like slightly ahead in math. I was not as ahead in math as the people who were good in math, but I was like half a level above people in math, which was weird. But I had to take some math in college. I had to take exactly 1 math class in college. I had to take pre-calc. And then after that, they were like, well, you took pre-calc. Don't you want to take regular style calc? And I said, no, never, ever, ever. Never, 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 never. And then I never took a math again. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Hating math kind of bad because you want to make a video of James someday. Maybe you don't need math for that. Maybe you just need logic. If you're okay with logic, that's fine, I think. One kid who was super advanced and a year younger than you in your math class, but other than him, you were the highest maths. You took Calc 1 junior year and Calc 2 senior year. That's... I did not like... I started falling off of math around, trigonometry, I think. It's when it stopped being numbers and it started being graphs. That's when I started to not like math anymore. I can do an algebra, I can do a simple logic, I can do a substitutio, but I absolutely cannot year 2. I cannot do any other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. You are the 2. I'm doing logic right now. Trig and geometry, ew. Shapes were sort of okay, but the graphs is what really got me. Cracked at the reading at the end of last year. I was an English minor in college, and I don't think I read a single one of the books I was assigned. I don't think I read most of my college reading assignments. You are a 1. You're a 1? I think. Yeah, you're definitely a 1. Don't mind geometry, the shape part, but the proofs, yeah. Not a fan of proofs. Yeah, I read a couple books in high school. I remember my favorite class in high school was senior year. They let us take some like pseudo electives. And for my English class, you got to take like an elective English class. And it was like, you would pick 2 out of multiple choice. There were like a bunch of English classes and you'd pick 2 of them that each lasted half a year, half the year or whatever. And the ones I took were Thanatology, the study of death and dying, and 1980s literature. And Thanatology was great because it was like super serious, it's a topic about death. They're talking about dead people and dying people and like what it's like. Like we read Tuesdays with Maury or whatever. And we had, one of the things we had to do in that class was we had to pick a friend of ours and pretend they died and then write a funeral speech for them. It was weird, but the teacher was hilarious. The teacher was so full of jokes. It was such a good class. It was like weirdly funny, but still like respectful of the death. Strong classes were math, music, art, and science. I think I was like a beast. I was not super great at history or math. I was fine until trig. Art, I was good. I don't know if I had any classes I was good at. I was just like, I was a student that I would do like the bare minimum possible, and then I was just a good test taker. So I ended up with like B's in my classes. English teachers didn't like you because you couldn't read the book. Imagine a sense of humor is an absolute necessity in a study like that for the professor. Absolutely. The 1980s literature class was wild too, because apparently the 80s were all about sex and drugs. So they're just like, hello, high school students, get ready to read some books about sex and drugs. And the teacher was really nice too. Like, I think she was like brand new to teaching. Like, she just got out of her teacher's training and became a full-fledged teacher. So she did not have the life sucked out of her yet. This is probably a 2, right? Yeah, this has got to be a 2, and there can't be any 2s here. But I remember she was real neato, and she was showing us things from the 80s, and one of the things she showed us from the 80s is the Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up music video. And I was like way into memes at the time, so I almost lost my mind. I was like, you were just gonna Rickroll the whole class? Do you even know it's a Rickroll? Does anybody else even know what a Rickroll is? Your English teacher one year was like, how's your quiz grade 114, but your homework grade is 60? Homework is hard and they shouldn't give it to you. Writing skills are cracked. You got the highest in the statewide writing assignment. Hell yeah. It is a baller song. It's like, Never Gonna Give You Up is legitimately just a good song. I need to do one of these, I think. We can't fit the 2 and the 3 there, so the 3 has to be here. Which means you're a 1. There's nothing here. There's a 4 in here, and it can't be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on a cell phone, it's real big, like the 8Es. Just like the 1980s would cell phone equals brick. This can't be a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Wait. I've messed something up. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Hold on, what am I clicking this? Is this the 1980s cell phone? Holy shit, the shape of this man's.
I'm on a cell phone, it's real big! Like the 80s!
Like the 80s? Powerful.
Thankful the prank link meme didn't end up being something that sucks to listen to. Honestly, yeah, there's so many worse songs it could have been. But part of it is just that it's such a good song. Every time someone says the 80s, you quote that. I messed this puzzle up. Hold on. Where are my mistakes? I only get one of these. Somehow this whole row. Somehow that. It did explain how you say poggers in the Chuck E. Cheese voice. What is the Chuck E. Cheese voice? Does Chuck E. Cheese have a voice? Bump, 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 bump. If this is the 4... Interesting. Dump-a-dump-a-dump. Hoo-hoo. Chuck E. Cheese streamed Fall Guys on Twitch and he said Pogger. What? Excuse me? Oh, it's the new Chucky too.
Poggers.
I know they had Tony the Tiger do streams. I didn't realize Chuck E. Cheese was streaming too. I'm gonna get Chuck E. Cheese Poggers sound effects also. I think that's important to have. Ugh. Seeing it work all the time, your manager laughs, but your coworker fucking hates you for it. Oh. But it's so much funnier. It's so much fun. The tragedy of comedy is it's really, really funny when somebody's annoyed by something that's harmless, but also I feel bad for people that are suffering when they don't need to, but also it's really funny is the thing. Where can we do? I guess we can this and this. That was also divisive. I'm trying to think. This has to be the 2, so you can't be anything. And that means you have to be the 3. You have to be the 2. There's 4. Cool, 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 cool. Girl job, you changed the noise for when a new order comes into the bruh sound effect. Oh, I missed that one. The owner found out and got really mad. Wait, why? Could customers hear the bruh sound, or was it just people getting mad about it? These old ass Android tablets that connected to the internet. If you type google.com into the browser. Oh no! Just kitchen staff that could hear it. The first 4 notes of Megalovania would have been very good, just like ba-da-ba-bop. You have to be here. That means you have to be the 4. Megalovania redeem 1. I could, you know, I'm gonna add that to the list. It's only gonna be the first 4 digits, but Lovania redeem 4 notes. We gotta remove chicken. Impossible. There's always gotta be chicken. Oh right, I am out of redeems. I'm out of redeem spots. So I have to like clear out one. Vorp. I will never get rid of Vorp. Or maybe I will. I have to go through the sound redeems. Like, anything I get rid of will still be here in spirit. Three. So you're 1. Or remove the sounds that are free to be typed. I think all of them are. Who uses bark? You do, apparently. I put back regular meow. I put back, like, meow, right? Yeah, it does happen when you say dog. I think it also happens if you say bark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to be here. That means you have to be 4, and you have to be 4, and you're the 2. You're the 2. You have to be one of the ones. You exist. You're the other one. Yes.
Yes.
I could probably sack the bark redeem, but like, what if people want to bark? I've got other ones too. EBDB is important. EBDB I think needs to be there because nobody would think to say
Meow.
EBDB. Meow. Meow's gotta stay. Wait, is Meow on there? Meow's like on there, right? Because I remember I took it off at one point and didn't realize that that's one that people actually do redeem, so then I put it back. If you have to be a 2, then you have to be there. You're done. You're a 2. You're a 2. I'm using all of my brain on this puzzle right now. Sack boo because people think it's spooky boo, but it's bad boo and no one wants to boo you. That's actually pretty good. Or I could just put a spooky boo and call them booing and spooky boo. Think you know what the image is? It looks like, what do you call it? Like a Libra? Scales? Yeah, the weight thing in court. I say like a Libra. Like a Lady Justice. Yeah, scale. It probably is, actually. If I were... If I were me, I would be right here. I could put one here. And one here. And we've got one more. Like in general, how did that happen? How do who what? $22 hours. That's almost an entire day. That's wild. That's so many hours. I don't even think I've been alive that many hours. 24-hour fee. I was only born 10 hours ago. Where? I guess I can get rid of you. And we can get rid of... Put you there. You're nothing. You're something. You're something. I understand everything now. You're a 1. There's a 2 in there somewhere. You're a 1. Everything's coming up Millhouse. You're all done. You're the 2. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Violet Princess Balls. Wow.
I
Can't
cannot believe it. Can you?
Balls. Wow.
Wow. I
Can't
can't believe it. Can you? It was scales.
Wow.
I can't believe you. Wow.
Can you?
Can you?
Balls.
Balls.
Wow.
Wow.
You
I
can't believe it.
Can you?
Balls.
Balls.
Wow.
Wow.
You can't believe it.
Can you?
Balls.
Balls.
Wow.
Wow.
You can't
Can't
believe
believe
it. Can you? Balls.
Balls. Wow.
You
I
can't
can't
believe
believe
it.
it.
Can you? Balls.
Wow.
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 You can't
Wow.
believe it.
Wow.
Can you? Balls. Wow. You
Wow.
can't believe it. Can you? Balls.
Balls.
Wow.
Wow.
You
You
can't believe it.
Can you?
Balls.
Balls.
Wow.
Wow.
You
can't
can't believe
believe
it. Can
you
you?
redeem Picross
Balls.
again?
Wow.
We could just have another
You can't
Picross.
believe it. Can you?
Oh yeah, secret
Balls.
word.
Wow.
Some guy born
You
in
can't
1766
believe
was actually named Preserved Fish. What a miserable name. Isn't there a guy named Ol' Worm? Isn't there some sort of worm man? I like don't remember the controls for Frog Detective anymore. We were in Picross for so long. I can't believe it. Can you? Can I ask you some questions? Ah, egg. Did I mute Frog Detective? No, it's just quiet. I'll do one more egg for good measure. Or maybe not. Hold on, I think I broke my browser. Hello, browser? Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. we got the egg. Boop-dee-doo. Ba-boop-boo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-dee-doo-da-doo. Sticker Star Lover 2001 followed your Paper Mario parody account. Hell yeah. I don't know who that is, but hell, like, I feel like you mentioned them before, but I don't remember who that is. Other than someone who loves Super Mario Sticker Star. In the Hat in Time streams. You've seen pictures of tweets from them. What? Like on a different website? Your dog is running in his sleep. Oh, I love when doggies do. When they have they do their little twitchy paws. Also, when dogs bark in their sleep, it's really good. When you've got a dog who's big napping and they just do like a little like, ruff, ruff. It's so good. How are dogs so good? Everybody always wants information from me. Tell me about the ghost spotties. He does that hell yeah, sleepy puppy. How close are you to spotting a ghost? What kind of question is that? How am I supposed to know? Ghosts aren't cool bugs, detective. You can't just spot them out and about. How does it work then? Well, the requirements are pretty flexible. Basically, the society just needs a credible ghost sighting story or a tangible proof of a ghost, like a photo. Do ghosts show up in photos? Depends, but yeah. The saloon has a bunch of photos, but I don't want to send the wrong one and embarrass myself. I don't know which ones are ghosts and which ones are just normal photos. Sounds like a bit of a puzzle. They're so strict. If I get my application denied 3 times, I'm banned from ever applying again. I'm on my 2nd strike. What did you send in the first 2 times? Apparently you have been on that person's Twitter before? Wait, how do you know? Was it like their link was purple that showed you already clicked on it? Or did you like go to their page and it just said your name and address and was like, I know you've been here? I faked the first 2 sightings. I dressed up like a ghost and ran away really fast so I looked like a blur in the photograph. It was in your browsing history when you started typing. Did they have a funny post or something before? I can't remember. I can't remember the context of them. They're so clever they figured me out right away, and that's how I know they're the real deal. I like your creativity though. Because you talked about it. I know it was like, I remember you talked about them, but I can't remember why you talked about them. Do they do a project? Do they like do stuff? Are they a funny Twitter? Or are they just a person? Did they like reblog one of your tweets? Thanks. Say, if you happen to stop by the saloon, could you take a look and see if you can tell which of the photos has a ghost on it? Came back after months of inactivity. They were so close to being free from Twitter, and yet they came back. You got a notif from their account because you hit that bell. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see a tweet about stickers. I don't really care about actually spotting a ghost myself. I just want to be part of the society. I suppose that's fair enough. If I have time, I'll take a look. Thanks. I wish I could give item, bear pick. I don't suppose there's a secret society that is dedicated to stealing hats. Not that I'm aware of. That's the thing, detective. These societies run deep. I've barely scratched the surface of what there is to know. They run everything. Everywhere you've been, anything you've ever done, it's all dictated by the secret societies. Surely that cannot be true. You'd think not, but it is true. How do you know it is true? I'm part of several forums dedicated to uncovering the truth. Is it a secret forum? What? Haha, like, is the forum also a secret society? Never thought of that. I'll have to look into it. No, I am just joking. I don't see how you could joke about something like this. Secret societies run everything. Craig, I just don't think that's true. Oh yeah? What evidence do you have that it's not true? None, I suppose. Just a lack of evidence of it being true. I would say it's more like a lack of evidence of it not being true. Agree to disagree. I agree to be right and you agree to be wrong. Okay, sure. I've got a ghost picture for you. So I took a look at all the photos in the saloon and I think this one is definitely a ghost. Oh, really? How do you know? Bonnie helped me out by telling me the stories of all the photos. The rest of the photos seem pretty normal, but this one is something else. I can just tell the energy from this photo is very spooky and suspicious. I should have known right away, but I suppose I can only be so smart. I suppose that is true. Is it okay if I take a photocopy of this? That's fine. Hopefully this is enough proof for the Ghost Spotters League to finally take me in. If they don't, it's their loss. Thanks. Hey, can I give you something for your help? What do you have? Pickaxe? Why? Sorry? Why do you have a pickaxe? What's it to you? Can I just carry around a pickaxe? Pickaxe Annalyn reference. Just like Annalyn. No, I guess not. But usually when people give stuff to me, they have some reason for having it in the first place. Do people give you stuff often? Yeah, pretty often. Okay, well, I don't really have an explanation for the pickaxe thing, sorry. That's okay, I guess. Just one more mystery that will haunt me for the rest of my days. That seems really intense. It's just a pickaxe. For you, maybe. Whatever. Thanks for the pickaxe. Pickaxe go to sloth. What did I need for Lobster Cop? He needed a meal, which I'm assuming is the stew. I'm gonna need flowers for stew. Doesn't need anything anymore. Needs a key to get in the graveyard. I guess it's in my handy dandy notebook. Crime scene map, criminal tool, key, metal. Meal. Tumbleweed. Can I get that? Can't get that. What? Ah, it's a crazy world we're living in. It's so true. I need this. Ouch. Yikes. I'm not touching that without something to protect my delicate frog fingers. I need glues. Or perhaps tweezers. Glue. Let me in the graveyard. I wanna be in the graveyard. Let me in the graveyard. I should be allowed in. They should let me jump that fence. Whoa. Are you all right? Supposed to be going on a school schedule. You have the pickaxe for you. And something the bunny wants. You have... School's Wednesday. That's in 2 whole days. Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I got boxes full of stuff for Pepe Sylvia. My favorite theory is that the Pepe Sylvia is just the letters saying Pennsylvania on them because Charlie can't read. And because they're in Philadelphia, everything's gonna say Pennsylvania on it. The long summer's end is divided into extra weeks elsewhere. What? Wait, what? Your school gets Thanksgiving break. Oh, can I have these gloves? Oh, these could come in handy. Haha, get it? Handy. Gloves. Minus a week in summer for Thanksgiving break. I'm trying to remember what the schedule was like when I was in school. Thanksgiving break and normal summers, but apparently private schools can just have less school. I guess private schools can just do whatever they want. I did public school, and I remember we had summer break, but like, school still didn't start until September. I remember I had to come to school in August for band camp, but that was like an extracurricular thing. That wasn't like regular style school. Total of 3-week break. Wait. 2-week winter break, total of 3. How long is winter break usually? I forget. Was that 1 week or 2 weeks usually? But still, like, it's like a month early. Shouldn't it still start in August? When did you get out of school? Winter break's usually 2 weeks. That tracks, but that's still only 2 weeks. That's half a month. You're in public school till sophomore year, is having a real bad time in school, and your mom pushed you to switch schools. Good. If school sucks, hit the bricks. Go to a different one. In a private school because you got autism in the mind, valid and fair, and God, I feel that. This neuro that I have in my brain is for sure not typical. I never went out and got a diagnosis, and I definitely like struggled in some of my classes because of it, but never to the point that it was serious enough that like it didn't get real bad. And then eventually I just learned all the tricks and ways to like life hack my own brain, so I could just work my ways around it. Appreciated you doing that at the time. You're like, oh, my friends are here. Made new friends. Hated school way less. Hell yeah. Oh, I love when a thing works out. Yeah, sometimes things are bad. Sometimes you're just in a bad place or a bad environment or just a bad situation, or the people around you are just bad. And maybe not all of it is bad. But, like, you don't have to be where it's bad. You can leave. There's an alternative. You can get out of there. You can be free. Wish you could switch your existence to Canada instead of Florida. I need to switch my existence out of California. It's too hot here. It's too hot all year round. There's no weather, and the dollars, it's expensive. One of these days, I'm gonna just go move to, like, the East Coast or, somewhere more north. Hate Florida heat. You can only imagine California heat. If Florida, I think Florida gets more muggy, right? New York is where you be. I grew up in Virginia. When I was a child, I lived in Virginia, and I think my body just craves that. Like, I would like to just go back there. I miss trees, and I miss rain, and I miss bugs, and I miss humidity, and I miss, leaves that change color in the fall. I have a friend from Virginia. Hell yeah. But, like, I've been living in California for a while, and it's just the same year round. There's, like, it, like, rains twice. It's like, imagine if it was if it was spring all year round. It's raining here right now. God, I wish that was me. I think this was the rainiest year it's ever been for California, and it was just like the first 3 months of the year. From like New Year's to March, it just kind of like rained on and off. But like after that, it just doesn't rain anymore. It just don't. I haven't seen a thunderstorm in so long. I miss thunderstorms so bad. Born in North Carolina, it was nice and still. God, I miss snow. I haven't been to snow in a hot minute. Thunderstorm, best sleep weather. It's so good to be cozy and inside when the thunderstorm happened. The lightning and the rumbling and the rain, and everything just goes like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And you're inside with like a cup of tea or hot cocoa and a good book or perhaps a video game, and it's so nice. I miss that. I miss that so much. Thunderstorms are awesome. Wish it was loud when you start to sleep. I love when it's loud, but the loudness is nature.
Excuse me.
Yes, Sheriff.
Those are evidence.
Evidence of what?
Crime?
Oh, I'll leave them here.
No.
No?
Take them.
Aren't they evidence?
Not yet.
What? What? Cool. One of the snowiest cities in the country, and so many people are like, ugh, I hate snow, and you're like, yeah, you'd miss it if you had none. I'm sure snow for a child, like, when I lived in Virginia, I was elementary school aged. I moved to the California in, like, middle school. So, like, as an adult, I'm sure I will enjoy snow less because snow means I have to, like, defrost my car and, like, scrape the ice off and, like, shovel sidewalks and stuff, whereas child, it was just like, oh, you just get to play in it, and also, sometimes it means there's no school today, which was great. But, yeah, shoveling and brushing snow off your car sucks. I can imagine that. And also driving on icy roads probably sucks real bad. But also, just driving in California sucks real bad because nobody drive good. LA drivers, no survivors. Moved to hell before you were even in preschool. I'm so sorry. I hope that you can get out of Florida. It is not a great place. I'm sure it's great for certain people. I heard old people like to go there. I bet if you're in, like, one of the fancy beach resort cities, it's probably pretty nice. But in terms of weather and wildlife and politics, Florida is not a super great state, unfortunately. Icy roads are awful, but it's almost never ice. It's snow, and snow is just like, yeah, exactly. Ice is scary. God, Texas, I could not move to Texas. I know Texas has weather, but, like, it's also very, very, very bad hot. I have to get out of the desert. I need moisture, like, in the atmosphere. There's none of that where I am. It's so dry. It's so dry in desert. I was gonna say, like, summers on the East Coast and in Florida is like humid, which sucks because you get all sweaty and stuff. But summer out here is like literally you were just in an oven. You will be roasted. Somehow it has only just now started to heat up for California, or at least for SoCal. Like, the rest of the country is on fire, but SoCal is taking its time. Yeah, Texas has weird weather. What about Oregon or Washington? Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I think it would depend on where I go. Part of me is like, Oregon and Washington, part of the thing I miss the most is trees. California doesn't have good trees. California has palm trees. Oregon and Washington have a lot of trees. But I feel like it's a lot of, like, pine trees, like a lot of, like, mountain style trees. Uncle Punch, what a good name. I feel like I say that every time I see that name, but it's such a good name. Uncle Punch. Yeah, Oregon or Washington would be better than here. I think they're also pretty expensive. Oregon might not be so bad. It really depends on where you go. Wait, that's him. That is him. Him do a dance. I got gloves, and I can use the gloves to get flour. Oh, wait, no, that's him. Hold on. Hold on. Well, that's not the button. Excuse me. That's like if him had arms. What the fuck? Excuse me? It's literally just him. It's the same guy.
54,327 says it's me.
It's him. Is Booba copyrighted? Yeah, it absolutely is. I think there was a time where I, like, played At least the music in it is. If you do exclamation point booba, it'll link you to a YouTube video, and I know there was one stream where we watched that video to show off what boobas are, and the song got a copyright. I don't think it got a copyright strike. I forget if it got muted on Twitch or if I just got a copyright claim on YouTube or something, but like, are you him? God, I wish we could just watch Booba. I wonder if, like, could I just have it playing in the corner of the screen? Bank.
Hey, you.
Me?
Yeah, you. Can you do me a favor?
There's the Boobas. It depends on the favor.
What?
I can't just agree to doing you a favor. I don't even know who you are.
I'm Susie Rabbit. Can you do me a favor?
You're
the best, thanks. I need you to help me break into this bank.
Wait, what? Susie more like sussy, boom, got him. She is breaking into a bank, so kind of yes, sus. Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. I will not.
Huh? Dude, you already agreed to do it. I don't appreciate you lying to me. If you said you'd do me a favor, you should keep your word.
I did not agree to do the favor.
Oh, so now you're changing the story. Whatever, dude. Just leave me alone.
Oh no! She's mad at us! I'm sorry? I'll help you break in. Excuse me, Susie Rabbit? Hello?
What?
It's me, the detective.
Yeah, I know. They should call you the Flake.
Why?
'Cause you're always flake on your promises. I'm gonna have to break in on my own now.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, I didn't ask.
Why are you breaking in anyway?
Bit nosy for someone who doesn't want to help.
Being nosy is my job.
Fine. I don't have any ID, so I can't get into my vault.
Oh, so you only want to steal things that belong to you?
Well, yeah.
Surely there's another way of getting them.
Oh, so now you want to help? Typical.
I just mean, breaking in sounds dangerous. You could get hurt. I heard all these banks are booby-trapped.
Why?
So people don't break in.
What? What's wrong with breaking in?
Well, the point of a bank is to keep valuables safe. If people can break in, it kind of defeats the purpose of a bank.
I'm starting to get it. Ugh, that's so annoying. I have a piece of evidence that's vital to the missing hats case.
Wait, what? I could really use that.
Oh, so you'll help me?
I really shouldn't. What kind of evidence?
It's a map. I think it might lead to where the hats are hidden. Found it this morning, right after the hats were stolen. It had big letters on the top that said, "Crime map, eat after reading." I didn't need it, obviously.
That's good to hear. Maybe there's another way to get into your vault. Oh. What did, Rhonda Dynamite or whoever wanted some stuff to write a resume, right? And then we can get the forged documents from her, give them to Susie Rabbit, who get the map. We've got some photos for some other people. So we can pass those around and I think it'll be fine. So let's brainstorm ideas to get into the vault.
Oh, sure. What about we kick the bank teller?
What? Absolutely not.
I'm joking, obviously.
Were you?
No, I was not.
Okay, new idea. We'll find your ID.
I'm gonna be honest with you, detective.
What is it?
Pretty sure my ID's in the bank vault.
Oh, that's a oh, that is a conundrum.
Yeah, but there's a silver lining. We live in a town filled with outlaws.
I don't live here.
Bark. Surely one of the outlaws will know how to make a fake ID.
Is that against the rules?
What rules?
The bank rules.
It's my vault. What are they gonna do? Ban me from my own possessions?
I suppose not.
John Madden.
John Madden.
Great, so it's settled. You'll get me a fake ID?
What? No.
Suit yourself.
Dots. Theoretically, if I were to help...
Yes, thank you, detective. I'll wait right here.
Okay. Tell me about missing hats. No, tell me about map. About that vital piece of evidence, the map.
About it?
What can you tell me about it? Do you remember what it had on it?
It was a map of the graveyard, I think.
Oh, that's helpful.
Barely helpful. Graveyard's massive. You'd be looking forever without some guide to tell you where to go. Besides, it's super haunted up there. I wouldn't want to spend too long looking around.
It's haunted?
That's what the rumors say.
Do you remember anything else about the map?
Yeah, not really. Listen, you can help me get into my vault. It's all yours. That sound like a good deal?
I'll do my best. I think that was everybody in town, right? Surely. Susie? Maybe she misplaced the hats. Needs a fake ID. Short stature, shorter temper, ethical criminal, not a big believer in rules. Let me out of this town. I gotta get out of here. The most beautiful serenade. Bwah, 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 bwah. Surely they will let me break out of this map. You wouldn't keep a frog locked in here forever, would you? I need a ladder to get down this well. I guess I need the flowers. I think we've got our fetch quest started. We've got all the clues to fetch the quests. We've got all the quests to fetch the clues. We never talked to that koala, did we? Can I just jump up there? Probably not. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to this upstairs guy real quick. Actually, maybe we'll talk to you next time. Because it's a little bit early. But I feel like we're definitely going to have to play this game next week. I think we can probably finish it next week. But I'm worried if I talk to you now, we'll finish too early. Look me in the eyes and tell me you're not the criminal. Yeah, actually we can save, right? Yeah, we can save. So I think this is actually where we will call it for tonight.
No!
Nobody guessed the word. It's the same one from last week, too. I don't think I've given any clues yet. Next week, or I guess even, yeah, next Wednesday, should raid Kamkatsu. Let's see who all is live. Yeah, we can send you to Kamkatsu playing Majora's Mask. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for chatting, sharing fun stories. We will play more of this game. I think we'll finish this one next week. Monday of the night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. In a couple days, Wednesday, we play some sports story. We story the sport. We're gonna do a big golf and or other, maybe soccer at some point. We've learned fishing. We know that one. I don't actually remember what we were doing. I think we were like just before a big golf tournament. Or maybe just after a big golf tournament. But yeah, for now, for the current, for the happenings, I'm gonna send y'all over to Waddle Dee one day. Yippee! I'll send you to Kamkatsu. See you on Waddle Dee Wednesday. Get that raid started. Good night, everybody. Good night, 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 good night. Good night, 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 good night. Good night, 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 good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night. Sound effect Wikipedia stream when? Maybe someday. God, I could just read through every single sound effect in every single episode of every single thing that they were in. What a dream come true. We're not gonna play Where's an Egg. We're gonna go to bed. I guess we're gonna raid Kamkatsu and then we're gonna go to bed. Good night. Good night, 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 good night. Is it really over? It is.